1 Chronicles 16 verse 11. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face continually.
Well, this video is going to be like 7 hours. You have time. Get locked down. Where are you rushing to? You have time. Watch the video, man. Till the end. Watch it till the end. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lerato, back with another one. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to I'm relaxed. I'm chilled, wearing sweatpants and my socks and normal shirt. So we're just gonna talk, right, and be as real as possible with one another, or I'm gonna try and be as real as possible with you. This morning I woke up, and I just felt like I needed to pray, and I did, and then someone just led me to go and find my notebooks and to read them again. And then I found this thing. There's so many things, there's so many letters that are in there that I was just like, you guys, please journal your the future. You will thank you for it. Journal, write your things that you're going through right now, write your prayers, document your life, because then there comes moments where things are really just confusing or a bit weird, and sometimes when you look back and you can reflect on the things that were really happening because you wrote them and they are real, and not just relying on memories because those sometimes are faded, then it allows you an opportunity to reflect and be grateful for where you come from. Like, you're moving. Just because I'm not where I know I'm supposed to be today doesn't mean that it's the end. Just because I'm not the person who I really believe I'm supposed to be doesn't mean that God has stopped working in my life. And when I take time to reflect and look at like my old journals and read things that I wrote a long time ago, or talk to old friends, then I start to reflect and I realize, oh damn, I'm not that person. Like, or when I'm going through a difficult time now and I reflect on the difficult times that I had back then I realize, man, if God took me out of that, then what is stopping me from thinking that he can take me out of this? Like, is this that much bigger than that thing that I went through? Which in that moment I thought that was like huge. So it encourages me when I reflect, and I want to encourage you to journal, because maybe it is also a way that for you it will work. If it doesn't work, then check it away, don't do it, because there are many roads lead to Rome, or something like that. So everybody has a different toothbrush. Okay, this is me writing, I think, as God. Well, my reference was from 1 Chronicles 16 verse 11. You can read it, and then after reading that I wrote. So most of the times, like if I'm reading something, this was me back then. Now, okay, let me tell you how I was back then before I tell you how I am now. Okay, back then I used to like read scripture and then write it down. Like, I would read it, meditate on it, then write down what I feel about it, or what I think about it, what I feel God is saying in it, or just what stands out to me. I would always write it down. And this was what was going on in this. Before I read it, let me just give you a backstory thing. And then now I will read it. So now I don't have a physical Bible. Like, I don't have your bra. I keep, like, I don't know how I keep losing my Bibles. Every time I come from camp, I don't have my Bible anymore. But I'm just like, whoever finds it, whoever has it, maybe it will bless them. Hopefully it will just do something to them. Like, it will work in their life. But I keep losing every year. When I go for camp, I come back and my Bible is gone. So, and I always have it every day. So I don't know if it gets lost somewhere in the packing or on the way. I don't know. But I don't have a physical Bible right now. So I use my YouVersion. So thank God for that. And now I read my scriptures on the app. Like, YouVersion is the app that I spoke about already in one of the previous videos. Like, you have your Bible on your phone. So I use the YouVersion now, and I highlight on YouVersion, I make notes on YouVersion, but now I'm no more focused on writing it immediately. I'm always like, I sit on it, like I take the word in, and then I read it, and I think, and I pray, and I talk to God about it first. And then if I feel, okay, this is something really necessary to write down, then I write down. So I don't make as much notes as I used to. In this way, it's working for me also right now. But I do miss the old note-taking thing. because then I would just immediately read and then start writing. I would have a pen and paper and start writing, and things would just come out. And a lot of things that I was reading now, Lord, wow, like, yeah, wow. You see, like, you can see how I'm so, like, I'm happy when I'm speaking about it, because, man, like, I'm encouraged now, because I see then the, like, God was working then, and I thought, like, yo, and I was so on fire, but I also thought, like, I was still me, and I was still thinking in that moment when I was experiencing those things, I was like, oh God, I really hope that when I read this Bible that you will really speak to me. And then I would write down things, and I would think, did God really talk to me, or are you just talking to yourself, you know? But now when I read it, I'm like, God, was that you? Yo, okay. And then it's encouraging me, because I'm like, man, God spoke to me, like he did, like legit, like he did. And he was present in those moments where I was reading the word. So what makes me think he's not here with me now? You know what I mean? Anyway, so I wrote, anything that you desire more than me becomes an idol. So anything you desire more than God becomes an idol. Instead of single-mindedly pursuing some goals, talk with me about it. Let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit, so that you can see it from my perspective. If the goal fits into my plans for you, I will help you reach it. If it is contrary to my will for you, I will gradually change the desires of your heart. Seek me first, and then the rest of your life will fall into place, piece by piece. And then I wrote, do my work and I'll do yours. That was God talking to me. Yo. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this, and okay, so at this point when I wrote this thing, I was really obsessed with the idea of a future husband. Like, really, like, I was invested when I was reading my old text. I was like, girl, you wasted all your time. Like, I didn't waste time, but I was so focused on this thing of like dating, having a boyfriend. Yo, God, who's the person for me? Like, I want the one to come up now. Like, God, please, like, yo, Lord, I know you put this desire in my heart, please. But I really, now when I look back at that, I'm like, because I only really started enjoying my singleness and really embracing it, I think, in 2017, so after this. So in 2016, I was 18, and I was so into, like, God, I want to get a boyfriend. I wanted a boyfriend. Like, I wanted a boyfriend. Like, I wanted a husband. I didn't just want a boyfriend. I wanted a husband at 18. Yeah. And I was, like, praying about it so often, writing about it. I was really, like, so hectic into that thing. And now when I'm, like, okay, I went through the stage of enjoying my singleness. Like, I really enjoyed it. And even now, I'm not married, but I'm, like, I have a boyfriend. And I'm still enjoying myself, right? And I was enjoying myself also when I didn't have a boyfriend. But, like, and this is something I wish I could tell, like, the me then. Being single is a great time for you to be with God. So now if you're single and you're watching this, and you also maybe feel frustrated, and you really just, you subwhelling everything, like, you're just subwhelling, you're like a thing, you want. Please enjoy your singleness, especially if you're young. Like, okay, for me, I think even if you're 35 and you're single, please enjoy your singleness. Allow yourself to be really drenched in that moment. Allow yourself to be with God. Date God in that time. Really, like, get to know him, because you won't. There was a time when, the moment that I realized that I should enjoy my singleness, I remember the thoughts that I was having, and the thoughts were, and I wrote them down sometime, I can't remember, but I was thinking, listen, this is the only time that I'm going to be single. Like, however many years that I will stay single is the only time that I will be single. And then after that, when I decide to get married, I'll never be single again, right? I will be, that's the goal, that I will not be single again. So I will always be in that relationship. So I won't get this time back. Like, I won't get that time back to be single, like, to be with God and just be with God. Do you know what I mean? And that's why it's so important to enjoy your singleness. You need to enjoy it. It's just you and God, and you won't get that time back. You won't. As soon as you jump into like, okay, dating shop, you still, okay, you should always pursue to have a relationship where you can always have God in that union, right? But that's also another different thing. Like, it's a different experience with God, because then it's like you and that person and God when you get married. Right now it's still me and God, and then my boyfriend and God, and then sometimes we come together and it's like me with my relationship with God and him and his relationship with God, and then we try and create a foundation for our future, like when we are joined and one. But it's different. Like, even this right now is different from when I was single. Like, then I had 110% of my time devoted to only God and school and family somewhere in the mix. And that was really amazing. Like, that was really, I'm not, okay, I don't regret how it is now. Let me see. I also enjoy how we are doing things. But it was really nice to also know that it was just me and God. And then to know that it's this very special time. It's a very special time. And I think if I was God, like, God is our Father, and he also wants a time with you alone, and he wants to enjoy it, and he wants to do things with you. He wants to enjoy that time with you, because he also knows, like, when you are joined with someone else, then you become one with that person, and he also rejoices in that relationship, and he loves that, and he made those types of relationships, like marriages and stuff, for a reason, and he enjoys them also, and he's pleased by them. But he also likes it when it's just you and him. He really loves it. Like, that's what I also realized. Like, I could sense that my soul was really in a good space when I was single, and it still is. Like, this is hard to explain, but it was really in a good space. It still is in a good, like, it's in a different space, which is good, but it was also in a different space then, and it was also good. Like, it's just different, man. You need to enjoy the time alone with God. It is so important for you, because you get to know him better. This is a time where you can really know him better, where it's just you and him, and he can show you more about yourself. You can get to know yourself better. You can love yourself better. You can, yeah, my thing is, like, how do you want to, and this is when I realized, why do I want a partner? I'm freaking 18 years old. I have forever to join with somebody else. Is when I realized, how can I expect somebody else to love something they don't know, let alone, like, how do I even bring myself, I don't know myself fully, and I bring myself to somebody else and present myself and expect that person to love that thing? No, like, that scared me, because I was like, it's like, if you have something, you have a gift, and you give it to someone, but you don't even know what that gift is. You won't give it away. You want to first open it up and see, hey, is it worthy of me keeping? I want to explore it before I give it to you. Like, how can I teach you how to handle this thing if I don't know how to handle it? You know what I mean? And when you're in a relationship, this is now something I'm learning, you teach someone to also love you. Like, it doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen like boom and the relationship works. No, you teach each other how to love one another, and you teach each other what you like and what you don't like. You teach each other how to get along, how to make a relationship work. You teach each other those things. So how can I teach someone something I don't even know about? Do you know what I mean? That's how relationships, I think, also the relationship that I was in when I was like then, that's why they didn't work, because I didn't even know me. I think I didn't even know myself. So I didn't know myself, and then I expected this other person to love something in me that I didn't even know, but I expected it to be like, I just saw this is how people love each other in the movies, and this is how I want that. But I'm not the person in the movies, and the person who wrote the movie is not the person who's writing my life. So, do you understand? It just doesn't come together. So I had to learn for myself. Stay rooted within yourself. Get to know God first, and then you get to know yourself. Like, you get to know yourself by getting to know God. Honestly, that's the truth. Believer or not believer, I don't care what you say, that's the truth. You find your identity in Christ, you don't find it anywhere else. In fact. But yeah. Okay, I'm rambling. But yeah. So first find yourself, like find God, and then find yourself. Ask him to teach you about you. Ask him to teach you how to love yourself. He's the one who loves you. I need to God loves you with an unending love, unconditional love. Let him go to the source so that he can teach you how to love yourself, so that you can teach your future partner how he can love you also. Do you understand? Or she can love you. You can't just expect yourself to be with another person who also is going through a lot of things. You're going through a lot of things. Like, do you know how complex human beings are? You can't decide to just go fetch when now you fetch another human being and you put them into your life and you don't even know what is happening with you. Like, that's just a mess. Like, it's just a mess. And then it's worse if that person also is just like you and lost and just desiring this one idea, and you also just keep desiring this one idea, and you guys decide to come together and you want to waste each other's time. Like, not waste each other's time, but to come together and try and build some, like, for me, honestly, my personal opinion, it doesn't work for me. That doesn't work. And the only time, even now I'm not even married and I don't even know, maybe we'll see how life happens and I will say, ooh, this thing told me this told me that, I don't know. But right now at this stage, I feel like that was a great space for me to be in. You need to be single so that when you get into a relationship, you can handle things better. Relationship is doing nothing but exposing you more to each other. So when you want to go and be mapuna in front of someone who, when you didn't even see yourself, your nakedness, by nakedness I don't mean it like physical nakedness, I mean like your soul. You want to go bare your soul to someone else and you don't even know how that soul looks, and then you get angry because that person didn't know how to handle your situation, but you also didn't know how to handle that situation. You only figured out along the way, ooh, he did this to me, actually I don't think I like that, and you only realize that 5 years down the line, and you're like, whoa. And you're realizing that after now you've sacrificed so many things, you've used up your time with this person, you energy, you're now tired, and then, do you know what I mean? Just enjoy your singleness. Enjoy if you're single. If you're not single and you're dating, enjoy that also. Really enjoy it. It's nice, it's a great stage. Enjoy it, it's also different. But being single is a great stage. I tell, like, if my friend is watching, I can tell my friends who are single all the time, who come to me and ask me, yo friend, but I miss, but I want, and don't suffer well, don't like cats, don't khalila, don't nothing. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time with God. Devote yourself to him. Enjoy that. It's very important. It is so special. It's a very special time. Also, when you start drilling, it's also a very special time. It's nice. It's different. But be present in what's going on in your life right now and enjoy that. Do not awaken love until it is time. Most important thing I've ever read in the Bible. Except I read it when it was already a bit late and I was already heartbroken and khamos. But do not awaken love until it is time. And then now I come back to this thing. Anything that you desire more than me becomes an idol. So if you're desiring a relationship more than you desire God, if you are like willing to go to groove, if you like willing alcohol more than you like to be with God and just talk to God, you need to sit down and you need to think about that. You need to ask God, God, please show me, because I realize there's a problem. That needs to be a red flag. Like, whoa. If you're sabawelling riches more than you sabawell to sit with God, red flag. If you are less for other things, anything more than you are less to spend time with God, that's a red flag. I'm not saying it's a horrible thing, but it's a red flag. You need to just maybe pause. There has to be a stop sign somewhere, or yield. Yield check your coast, see, then you can move forward. And by yield, I mean, now sit down with yourself, be honest. Sit down with yourself, sit down with God, and then speak about the situation. Be honest with Him, be authentic, say, I mean, God already knows everything about you, so, you know, there's no need to hide it, but also it's the need to speak it to Him, because you're showing Him that you trust Him. Just speak it. Anything that you desire more than me becomes an idol. So when you realize, I desire 1, 2, 3 more than I desire to be with God, whoa, red flag. If you desire that other person, you'll crash more than you desire to spend time with God. Red flag. And I'm telling you this because I know it. I desired something more than I desired to be with God. And then I didn't yield, I didn't stop, I didn't care. So I knew, I was like, what? No, go. And then there in the front, I got heartbroken. Disappointment. Failures in certain things. Because I refused to be obedient to words like these. Right? It said, instead of single-mindedly pursuing, this is not from the Bible, this is what I got out of it from after reading 1 Chronicles 16 verse 11. I'll read 1 Chronicles 16 verse 11 after this thing. Instead of single-mindedly pursuing some goals, talk with me about it. So now you say, okay, I have a desire and I don't want to go straight. I've yielded. What do I do? After the yield, you go. You realize there's a goal, there's something you want, there's a desire, there's this thing that I really crave, that I want so bad. Okay, now I know how to manage it. Like, okay, I know that it's something that maybe I want more than I want to be with God, that I suffer well this more than I suffer well to be with God. Ooh, okay, red flag, yield. What am I doing when I'm yielding? We're active. Okay, in faith, we're active. Even when we're active. We're active, we're in motion. We're in motion. Huh? So we yield, and what are we doing when we yield? We go and talk to God about it. So when we're yielding, you don't just stop and be like, stop. No, you stop and then you bring the conversation. You go bring the topic to God in conversation. You say, God, this is the thing. I stopped. Because you stop, God is like, okay. You say, okay, God, hello. I'm here, I'm stopping because there's this goal, there's this desire that I really want. And I realize I want it a lot. I want it so much. I may want it even more than I want you. So I'm stopping. Because I don't know, like I feel like that's dangerous, that's a red flag. And I'm being obedient to your call to say, okay, wait, yield. So I'm yielding and I'm talking to you about it. Be honest with him. I really want this thing. I really want it. It can be, I'm going to go into be something like you want to be intimate with someone. You feel your body's ready, your hormones are ready. You want to go, you want to now, you feel you're old enough, you want to do it. Yield. But see, don't do it yet. Wait. Speak to God about it. Be honest with him. Say, bro, this is the situation. I'm stopping because I see a red flag. And I'm stopping because I want to hear if I should go, if I should turn, if I should reverse, what should I do? That's when you're giving your will. When Jesus take the wheel, you're giving Jesus the wheel. You're giving God the wheel. You're giving the author of the story the pen to continue writing when you yield, which is very important. And it says, let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit so that you can see it from my perspective. Do you hear that? That's wisdom. Like, let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit so that you can see it from my perspective. Perspective is key. Perspective is important. We live by faith and not by sight, but perspective is very important. Perspective is important when you live in this world. When you live and you're doing life, so he's saying, or this day I was feeling that he was saying this to me. Let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit so that you can see it from my perspective. So you've stopped, you've spoken to him, and now you're going to allow him. He's saying, let. the light of my presence. He's by saying, let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit so that you can see it from my perspective. Saying, my presence is here. You stopped, I'm here, I'm talking. So you stopped, you're speaking to someone. So that means that person is there. You can't, the fact that you're having a conversation with someone means there's presence, right? So if I am having a conversation and someone is not there, I'm not having a conversation, the conversation is not real, it's not valid, because the person is not present. Whether it be present over the phone, present via video call, present, physically present. If I'm having a conversation, for a conversation to take place, there has to be presence. Presence of the person speaking and the person receiving. So the fact that I'm having a conversation, when you step into a moment of prayer, as soon as you acknowledge yourself as having a conversation with God, realize that you are in the presence of God, because a conversation cannot take place without presence, right? So let the light of my presence, so he's telling you, I'm present, but now don't let my presence just do it. I'm present, we're having a conversation. This is God. I'm present, we're having a conversation. So let the light of my presence, Jesus' presence, like God's presence, doesn't just come as presence. There's a light that comes with God's presence. There's a grace. There's favor that comes with God's presence. There's peace that comes with God's presence. God's presence doesn't just come as a presence. It's many things. So he's saying, okay, I'm present. Realize we're having a conversation about this thing because you're speaking to me about this desire that you want so bad. I am present, and now let the light of my presence. So you acknowledged I'm present. God is present with you. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're talking to someone. You're not crazy. Let the light of that presence shine on this pursuit. So he's saying, okay, you chasing after this thing. Let my light be the thing that guides you now. Right? So that you can see it from my perspective. He's saying, let me borrow you my glasses. Let me show you something. Take here. Then you can see the path better. You stopped, right? You asked me, you spoke to me honestly, and you said you don't know what to do next. What should I do? I'm talking to you now about this desire. What should I do? And he's responding, saying, let the light of my presence. So for him, it's not physical glasses. I don't imagine it as that. In this context, I imagine it as a light. So you may not feel it. You maybe cannot touch it. But it's there. It's light. It's present. And with the light, you can see. Right? So let the light of my presence, you acknowledge his presence is there, and it comes with the light, and you're taking that light so that you can see the rest of the path. So he's going to let you, you're not stopping there forever. Don't think now when I say stop because you realize there was a goal, and now it means you have to cancel complete. No. Right? You don't know if you just saw a red flag, and you don't know if you should continue or if you should stay. You don't know. That's why you had the conversation with God. You were consulting first, and now he's telling you, okay, you can go, but don't go alone. Take my light that came with my presence as your guide, so that you can see where you're going. It will show you how to move. It will show you when to turn, when to go straight. It will direct you. It will be it will show you the direction. My light will show you the direction, and you will know that light will be, because it's from God, then he is leading it. So it's from his perspective, right? If the goal fits into my plans for you, I will help you reach it. So this light will help you. And if your goal, this big thing that made you stop in the first place, if it fits into God's plans, then he will help you reach it. With the light, he will direct you, and you will end up getting to that destination, that goal that you have desperately wanted and thirsted for and hungered for. You will get there, but with the light. Don't get there alone. Like he's saying, just use my light and trust me. If it is, like, God is a mysterious God. He won't tell you it's yours, go get it. He's saying, do you trust me? That's what I want to see. I want to know, do you trust me? And then you say, yes, God, I trust you, I promise, I trust you. And he said, okay, take my light. He knows what's going on. He knows whether you're going to end up at that destination or you're going to end up in another place. But he said, take my light and just go. So thank you for stopping and talking to me, acknowledging that I am here with you. Now take it and go with it, and it will help you. And if that is a part of God's will, trust, you will get to it. Everything that is meant for you will not pass you. You will not be missed by anything that is meant for you. Everything that is meant for you, you will get to. Facts. And then it said, if it is contrary to my will for you, I will gradually change the desire of your heart. So, if he says, okay, go, but he didn't tell you yes or no, it's good or it's bad. You just said, go, take my light with. If it isn't according to God's will, if it isn't the thing that God's saying, this is for you, then he will change the direction. He will just see yourself. He will move you, position you. He will redirect your path, because you have his light. You're not using your own perspective, you're using God's perspective. He will guide you. He will maneuver you to get to the place where he wants you to be. And while he's doing that, you will, maybe some point you will turn and be like, okay, God, this turn looks different from what I thought I was going in. Okay, I thought I was going to take on Dekas, but now I'm not. Now I'm taking a different route. Okay, you might experience a bit of discomfort when he's changing the desires of your heart. It's very normal. I also experienced it before. When he's changing the desires of your heart, you feel a little bit, okay, maybe you might experience a little bit of doubts, like, wait, is the light on still? Yeah, is the light from your presence is still working, or am I lost? But if you continue to trust him, you're staying in conversation, because when you have his light, that's the light from his presence. So if you have the light, if the light is working, then it means that his presence is still moving with you. You didn't leave him at the stop sign, he's moving with you. You carrying him through that light, he's with you. So while he's with you, because he's with you, you can talk to him. You don't have to be quiet on the road. I dislike drives where the car is quiet. No, we need to talk. So talk with him. If you see how this looks a bit off, then you say, God, okay, I'm following the light, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm feeling a bit of doubt. I'm feeling a bit of discomfort. Talk to him. Talk to him. It makes it easier for you. When you talk, it's lighter for you, and you travel lighter. And then you say, okay, God, is this the way? Are you sure, God? Are you sure? And he will just, sometimes he'll be quiet, and he'll just show you the lights in your life. He won't speak. He won't be like, Jessica, turn right at the next stop, please. Turn left. No, sometimes he just shows you the lights, and you must just follow the lights. Sometimes he does speak, and he will be like, Emily, that way. That way. Or he will speak to you and comfort you and be like, okay, listen, yeah, you feel uncomfortable right now, I understand it, but please just trust me, continue to work with it. The thing you will definitely feel, whether he's silent or he's talking to you through that journey while you're still on the path, if you're moving in a different path than what you expected to be moving in, you will feel comfort, you will feel warmth. You know why? Because light allows you to see better, clearer, but it also provides warmth. We learned this in science, guys. You will experience the warmth of the presence of God in your life. If you're moving with the light and you're trusting in him and you're talking to him and you're doing this, then you will experience the warmth of his presence. 110%. I can guarantee you that you will experience the warmth of his presence when he's with you. And this, I trust in it, not because through my experiences, I definitely trust in it. Through my friends' experiences, I definitely trust you will experience the warmth. Sometimes you experience the warmth and you're still uncomfortable, like, it's hot, man, but I'm uncomfortable, but I feel your warmth, but I'm uncomfortable. You will feel his warmth. Just know when you feel the heat, even if you feel it like and you're uncomfortable, that should encourage you. Don't let it discourage you. Let it encourage you, because you know that's the presence of God with you, right? And that means maybe that he's moving you in a direction that is different from the one that you had planned. And now you need to know, okay, Now I really need to trust the GPS. You know, when you're moving and you realize you lost and you had the GPS because you thought you knew the way and you start following the GPS and now you realize you lost. Then you start, okay, now you drive like this. Now you really focus like, okay, GPS. That's the mode you enter into. As soon as you realize that the road is feeling weird, okay, I feel God's heat because now it's uncomfortable. I'm not sure if this is the way that I'm going. Now you focus because now you don't know the way. You can't lead yourself. You need to follow the light. You don't have a choice because you landed up in a place where you don't even know. So continue to follow the light. That's when you put your seatbelt on. Say, God, presence. You know, sometimes in faith we move like this. If you haven't moved to that, then okay, it's coming at some point. Where you literally just moving like both hands on the steering wheel. Like this. Like, you know, because you're just, you may even be shaking like, I don't know, is this the right way? Is this okay? But I'm trusting you, God, I'm trusting you. And it's not easy. When you get to that point, it's not easy. I'm talking too much. Yeah, I will gradually change the desires of your heart. He will do it. If he didn't want that thing for you, like I told you, if something is meant for you, it'll never miss you. If something is not meant for you, you will not get it. If it's not yours, it's not yours. If it doesn't have your name on it, it doesn't have your name on it. You can't just write your name on it yourself. Take a cookie pen and write it. No, if it's not yours, it's not yours. It's not. You can't. Sorry. It hurts. It hurts, guys. When you realize the thing you wanted is not the thing that God wants for you, it really hurts. And it's okay to experience that. You get over that hurt, you let that warmth, take as much of that warmth that you need when you realize, okay, this is not the path. And then say, seek me first, and then the rest of your life will fall into place. Pieces. Peace. No, piece by piece. And then the other thing that I wrote that day was, do my work and I will do yours. So continue to focus doing God's work and God will show you also the way. That was my encouraging message to you. This is quite ironic because I'm also going through the moment where right now in my, like personally, I am at that point where I'm holding the steering wheel like this. And I realize, okay, this place looks a little bit unfamiliar, but I feel the warmth. So I need to let that warmth encourage me and not discourage me. And I need to understand that I have the presence of the God. I'm feeling the heat because I have the presence also. And He's with me. He's not going to forsake me. He will change the desires of my heart. If He needs to change the desires of my heart, He will get me to the place that has my name on it. Because I don't have the Old Testament. Okay, I will put it up. And then you can read it for yourself. I pray that you will be blessed. Enjoy your day. Oh, if you have not subscribed. Auntie, why are you doing this? Just subscribe. Just hit that. You will see now. My face will pop up here. And you can click on that. If you have not subscribed, it will take you to my page and you can click that subscribe thing. Or you can click right at the bottom right here. There's a subscribe thingy. You read it. Yes, click it. Because you can subscribe there. You can subscribe there. And then there's a notification bell somewhere. Please click it so that you will be notified for any new videos that I upload. And then there will be videos that will pop up now. Up there. Please go and watch them if you haven't watched them. That's a love and light.